Our next Meridian Award winner is in the midst of a spectacular career. She's been a smash hit in every medium she's attempted, from Broadway to films to concert halls and theaters all over the world to recordings. She is one of our most gifted performers, and I'm delighted to welcome her as one of this year's Meridian Award recipients. New Yorkers especially love her because it was she who introduced this famous song about New York that everybody has sung. And she sings it with such, her interpretation is perfect because she sings it with all the vulnerability of someone who really wants to make it in this great big town. And here she is at work singing New York, New York, from her picture, Liza Minnelli. Watch this clip first.
Come through, New York, New York.
Oh, and here is Liza.
Gee, thanks.
First, let me say how cute you look.
Thank you, Merv.
You look great, Liza.
Thanks a lot.
And I know how hard you've been working.
Yeah, I know.
But you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Thank you very much.
May I say this? If I'm correct, you introduced that song on our show just as the movie came out.
Right.
For the first time. And we were so stunned, we all just sat there and stared, knowing that we were hearing something that was going to just sweep the country.
I remember the first time that I heard that Fred Ebb and John Cantor played it for me. And I just fell down. I thought it was so wonderful. I thought, oh my goodness.
Just let me get my hands on that.
It's a song for New York, for the energy of it. Not only for New York, but for America. I mean, it had all of the right energies going.
Right.
You know, that positive attitude.
Talk about achievement, Liza. I look at you, because I was really there from the very beginning. We did our first interview ever together on what was it called, Hollywood Talent Scouts.
I know. Do you remember we were both so nervous, our mouths were going, you know that terrible thing when you smile and you're just going like this? We're trying to smile, our cheeks are going like
Yeah. Then we went off to England. We did a special together.
Right.
Over there. Mm-hmm. Why didn't you take me the rest of the time on the road with you?
Well,
I'm available.
I didn't know that.
And I love you. You've done it. You've won the Oscar, the Tony, the, I don't want to leave anything out here, the Oscar, the Tony, the Emmy, the Merv Award, and now the Meridian. You've achieved it all. Is there something more you want to achieve?
I would like to just keep getting better.
Yeah, well, that's...
You know, there's so much to learn, and there's so many things to see, and there's such things to strive for besides, you know, peace of mind, and which is the most important thing, because that allows you to do everything else. It kind of clears the way for you to get involved in the things that you love. And I just like to really learn to appreciate my life every single day, because it's so fragile.
Are there any new places that you look forward to playing that you haven't?
Sure. Any place I haven't been, I look forward to.
I know. But you've been to all the places. I've seen you in Europe. I've heard them stand and scream. Here in America, everywhere.
Yes, they stand differently in Europe.
Yeah. Right. Do you look forward? You're going to be playing in Paris,
Yes, I'm
in
so
a very
excited.
unusual place.
Well,
Le
for now
Moulin
it's-
Rouge.
Yes. I think that's so wonderful.
I think it's a great idea.
You know, I remember because, you know, growing up in Hollywood, your whole reference to life is kind of, you know, films.
Yeah.
That's how you learn history, you know, then you learn all sorts of things from watching the movies. And the movie, The Moulin Rouge, was so wonderful. Do you remember it?
Oh, very well.
And plus, when you get into the Belle Epoque and you start studying all that stuff, and it's just fabulous. I can't wait to go there.
Right.
The
That'll be-
rafters must be ringing with all
Right.
that talent.
That'll be very special. And then what else? More films and
Yes, that's next year.
right.
But for now, I'm really trying to make it right for where I'm going, this particular concert, you know.
Are you leading a little hunk of your life for you, Liza?
Oh, yes.
Are you?
I think what happens is that I never do any interviews or anything when I'm not working. So people think that I just work because I'm so private when I don't work. You know what I mean? I like to keep my life for myself and my dear husband.
Where is your home?
In New York.
It is New York.
Yes.
Right. We hear more and more, and see it on shows like this, of great artists like yourself who have had enormous ups and downs and tragedies in their life, and yet they seem to feel, though, that it makes them even a better performer. Is that necessary?
I think so. I think that you have to know all about all sorts of emotions in order to portray them properly, you know.
Right.
And the more sensitive you are, like I was watching downstairs in the green room, I was watching Lee Volman speak with you, and she was so beautiful, and everything she said was so simple and funny and sweet. I mean, that lady's got a lot going on inside of her, and there's a purity to her. She stays open to things.
Right.
And you have to, if you're going to portray a role, you just have to be a big sponge
Right.
with life, you know, and take in everything that comes so that you can translate it properly in your work.
And I see you doing more and more benefits. That's obviously a personal desire to put something back in
Absolutely,
to the
yes.
world.
Yes.
Great.
It's nice to have that time.
Right.
I just spent a whole year off.
Did you
I
really?
just said,
Did you go crazy? Did you sing in the shower?
No, I had the best time. It worried me to death. I didn't work, and I thought, oh, I'm going to go nuts in 2 weeks, and I'll be antsy and want to
But
do
you must walk
something.
around the house going, to make sure it's still there.
No, I knew it was there. I was lucky. I mean, I just didn't want to abuse it, you know.
Right.
And I found out that there's, you know, it was like going back and doing your homework on real life instead of your business, which is fantasy in this case, in my case.
So the year was off, and now is it going to be a year of work?
Oh, and now yes, now we go into fourth gear again.
Right. So it's Paris, and where else?
It's Rome. We're going a lot of places in Italy, excuse me. And I've never performed in Italy before. And I'm a little bit nervous because I can speak French, but I can't speak Italian. And I'm a little embarrassed about it, so I was thinking of going to Berlitz in between rehearsals. You know, quickly getting a crash course.
Sure. I think no matter what language you sing in, those people will do what everybody else does in the world, just fall down, Liza.
Thanks.
I'm a great fan. These are all fans sitting
Yes,
here.
thank you so much.
You are a great achiever. The Meridian Award, with all of our congratulations
Thank you
and
so
continued success. Liza Minnelli. Thank you. She is something. We'll be right back after this message.